So aiming down has about 3 purposes that I can think of in PvP. The first one being running and placing the blocks behind you instead of under you when you're running, because when you do that, it's harder to react to the blocks because the blocks are much closer to the person that's chasing you. So it's way easier to catch them off guard and make them lose their sprint so you can have a better chance of actually getting away. And the second one would be clutching with an auto bridger in any game mode that has it. If you're going to the void, you can turn around and with your mobile reach, you can place down an auto bridger and it will go in front of you to place blocks. And the third purpose is mainly on PvP servers against high ping players. Example, on Xerix, if you're going into a trade with someone that has really high ping, it's pretty common that you'll both run through each other. So when you look down, you have this 360 view, and no matter what the situation is or no matter where they are, you can still hit them. S-tapping is not just a mobile mechanic, but I only see it being used by pro mobile players. And when I'm talking about S-tapping, I'm not talking about just going backwards. I'm talking about sprinting while going backwards. And to do that, you have to go forwards and then backwards on your D-pad really fast. And when you do this, it can either be used to make your opponent miss hits and then get them in the combo, or it can be used to create a quick space between you and your opponent so that you can use projectiles on them to get the combo. Side hitting also has about 3 purposes that I can think of. Number 1 being low bridging, which I'll explain later. Number 2 being chasing someone and then running in a direction that will cause you to catch up to them while also hitting them at the same time. And the third one being either going past someone and hitting them at the same time, or simply sprinting around them and hitting them at the same time, as if you're strafing, but you're actually going way faster so they can't hit you. Low bridging is something that a lot of mobiles don't know that they can do and believe that only PC players can do, but if you're in a game mode like the bridge, or you're just on a bridge in like Skywars or Treasure Wars, it is something that you can do. Low bridging is when you go only a few blocks above the ground and then you start the bridge. This can be done by aiming just slightly to the side and slightly into the void. This is because if you aim slightly to the left or slightly to the right, it still places the blocks. So aiming into the void prevents you from actually placing down the blocks onto the ground, but it also still allows you to actually place the blocks on the bridge. In the bridge game mode, low bridging can create a tunnel for you to use, or it can create a way to just get quickly over your opponent and block them off, which then allows you to get a quick score and an easy win. 3-block reach is definitely not something that has a certain strategy or technique to it, but it definitely is an advantage. 3-block reach is the reason why it's so hard to combo mobile players. Like for example, when I was fighting Evident a while back, he was using snowballs against me, but he still could not combo me. We were still trading because even when a mobile is up in the air, they can still have a good amount of reach to the player that is comboing them. They can still reach them and then get out of the combo pretty easily. That's why you need to strafe with mobile players. If you're a PC player, you need to strafe if you're getting a combo because that ruins their aim. You can't just let them hit you by straight lining because they have the advantage of the reach. It's way easier to combo a PC player because they don't have that reach. If you get them in the air, unless you drop the combo, it's really hard for them to get out.